guys, today's video I'll be finally trying out the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. Now this review is a few months late. I've been trying for at least a couple months to get this foundation. On Sephora it's been totally sold out, and the color that was color matched for me on the Sephora IQ was this color, which is Tres Leches 320G, and this one, actually all of the colors been sold out. I did get an email about a month ago notifying me that this color was back in stock, and I decided to wait till in the evening to order it, and when I went in to order it, it was sold out again. So I got another email about a week and a half ago, and yeah, I ordered it immediately. So yeah, we're gonna finally get to try this. I originally wanted to try this because I was on the search for a foundation, a perfect foundation that matches my skin perfectly, and also performed as well as my old foundation that I was using for a couple years, which is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And the last video I did under my search for the perfect foundation, I found my perfect foundation. I'll go ahead and put a link down at the bottom if you want to check that out, or you can click up here. Let's go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up, and we can go ahead and look at the bottle. I'm pretty excited about this because I've heard a lot of good stuff about this foundation. And let me see, this is what the foundation bottle looks like. It's really pretty. There's a little bit of a gradient. It goes from light to dark on the bottom here, and it is plastic, which I don't mind. Now let's see, I can't even read the bottom. It is 1.18 ounce. So the standard is 1 ounce. This is 0.18 more is included in this foundation, which is awesome. Now let's go ahead and read a little bit of what it's supposed to do for your skin. First of all, the color match that it matched me up with the Tres Leches, which is 320G, and it's for medium skin tones with golden undertones. So let me see, it's full to medium coverage. It's for normal, dry, combination oily skin, and the finish is satin, matte, and radiant. That usually one of the other. I don't know, satin, matte, and radiant. I don't know. Well, we'll just try it. I don't know. It's either satin, matte, or radiant. But well, yeah, we'll just try it. What it is: a full coverage cream foundation that visibly conceals blemishes and imperfections for a filter-like finish. So it's a cream foundation. Usually, for me, when I see foundations in bottles like this, I always think it's a liquid foundation, but it's saying it's a cream foundation, so I'm gonna assume it's thick. What it does: packed with a high percentage of ultra refined pigments, the Faux Filter foundation visibly smooths and even skin texture, diminishing the appearance of blemishes, scars, hyperpigmentation, and redness to create a flawless airbrush finish. Enriched with argan oil and Centella asiatica, both known for their hydrating properties. This fade-proof formula blends seamlessly with skin, leaving it matte with a hint of sheen for a luminous appearance. Wear it alone for full coverage or blended together with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Pre-Makeup Base Primer for an even more natural finish. So yeah, but I'm not using the makeup base, the primer that you could buy with this. I'm actually just using mine. So I've already moisturized and primed my face, and I prime my face with my YSL Touche Blur Primer. So I don't know, I'm just kind of confused on the finish, the satin, matte, and radiant. And even in the description, it says it leaves your skin matte with a hint of sheen for a luminous appearance. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, let's go ahead and try this. I'm pretty excited to use this. So like I said before, I've already moisturized and primed my face, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this side with my Eco Tools Perfecting Beauty Sponge, And on this side, I'm gonna be using my Clarisonic foundation brush. So let's get started on this. I'm really excited. So yeah, the bottle is really pretty. I like it. Let's open it up. Of course, it has a pump, thank goodness. And the directions, it says, using a pump or less, apply foundation evenly all over the face with a dense brush or beauty sponge. Okay, so pump or less. I'm gonna go with a Faux pump. And I'm gonna go ahead and shake this up. So I'm just gonna go with a Faux pump at the beginning. Come on. It's coming. Okay. It's super thick. That's what it looks like. That's a Faux pump. I'm not sure if this will do my whole face, but we're gonna try it. I am going to do this how I normally do. I like to do this just because I like to get as close as possible to my eyebrows and in the nooks and crannies that I feel like sponge or brush has a hard time getting into, so I like to do this way first. Just doing this, it's super thick. It is like a cream foundation. So let's go ahead and do this part. Ooh, there's a smell to it. It's super strong. It's very floral like. It's really strong. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to handle this smell just because I'm very sensitive to smell. I have migraines, and one of my triggers for my migraines is smells. So we'll see how this is going to work. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to wear this all day, but whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Super thick. Let's see how good the color matches with the Sephora. So this side I'm gonna do it with the Echo 2's sponge. It's blending in, it's a cream foundation, so it's a little harder to blend. The color seems good. With the sponge, it looks like a medium coverage right now, but yeah, let's continue. Ooh. Smell. Let's go ahead and do this side with my Clarisonic foundation brush. See if there's any kind of a difference as far as coverage. Usually with brushes you get more coverage, but I feel like the sponge side has a little bit more coverage going on there. So let's try up here. Yeah, looking at it, it looks like the sponge has more coverage going on there. But I'm gonna do one more layer, and I'm just gonna do it all with the sponge. I just think that the sponge actually gave it more coverage, which is very unusual. It's usually the opposite way. Okay, so we'll do one more pump. Actually, you know what? I just did half a pump. So let's go ahead. The color looks good. I mean, I think it matches. So let's go in with the sponge. I'm just gonna do the sponge on the whole face. And then we can see how this performs. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to wear this on my face, because this, like I said before, the smell is really strong for me. It's kind of sensitive to smells, and it's not going to be really worth it to me if I feel like I'm going to have a migraine. To wear the foundation all day. Okay, now it's full coverage. Okay, I like how it's looking, and the color is it matches. I'm happy with the color. I didn't tell you how many shades there were. So there's 30 shades, and it's a pretty good broad range of shades, you know, from the light to the dark, which is good. 30 shades is a lot. Yeah, this is definitely, one pump to me is a medium coverage, 2 pumps is full coverage. Actually, I went a pump and a half. I still have a little bit left, so I could have probably gone a little bit less. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do right now is put on the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I put on the rest of my makeup, and there was no issues with any interactions with my other makeup to this foundation. Everything went on smoothly, and I just wanted to say that I really like this foundation. It's called the FAUXFILTER foundation, and honestly, it kind of looks like I have a filter on my face. My skin is super smooth, and the finish to me is matte, but it's not a dry matte. It's not satiny. It's hard to describe, but I like it a lot. As far as the color match with the Sephora Color IQ, I think is dead on. I'm super happy with the color, and the smell of it. Putting it on, it was very flowery, very strong, perfumey, and I didn't think I would be able to, you know, how long I would be able to wear this foundation, because like I said before, I'm very sensitive to smells because I have migraines. But the smell dissipates pretty quickly. I can't smell it at all, which I'm super happy about, because I really wanted to try this foundation on all day and see how the performance, how the wear is on this foundation. So I'm gonna go about my day. I have a full day. I'm gonna be filming another video. I have to go to the mall. I'm thinking of baking, so there's gonna be a lot of heat, you know, from the lights and from the oven and blah 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 being outside. So yeah, I'll be back. I'll probably check in maybe around the 7 to 8 hour mark. And like I said in all my previous videos, to me, 8 hours is a long wearing foundation for me if it lasts for 8 hours. So yeah, I'll come back and check in and see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, I've had this foundation on for almost 8 hours, and I really like it a lot. Looking at it, it's a little bit greasy. I have some oil coming through, but it's actually really not that bad. I haven't touched up during the whole day. Usually about the 3 to 4 hour mark is when I do my blotting. So for it almost being 8 hours, it's actually not as oily as it could get. I'm gonna use this blotting paper just to see if I can get the foundation back to matte and see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks good. I really can't even see my pores. That's one of my problems areas, is that I'm oily and then I have large pores, but I can't really see my pores. Yeah, and there's no separation going on. Normally when I have problems with foundation separating, it usually is in this area, but I don't have anything like that going on. As far as the color wise, the color is perfect. It's dead on. I'm super happy about that. Now, nowhere on the description does it say that this is a long wearing foundation, but I've had it on for nearly 8 hours and it looks fine to me. So for me, that's a long wearing foundation. Now in the description, at the earlier part when I was describing the foundation, I was kind of confused on the finish of it, what they said the finish is, the satin, matte, and radiant. But now I understand what it means. When you put it on, it is matte, and actually it's a matte foundation. But when you go outside and you look at yourself, there's actually some kind of radiance going on with the foundation. So you look luminous. So I think that's part of what makes this a faux filter, that like you actually look like you have a filter on your face, on your skin. So I understand now, it's a matte finish, but there's some kind of radiance going on and it looks really good. I normally stay away from anything that's luminous or radiance as far as makeup or foundation, just because I have older skin, and for me, using those anything that has radiance or luminous actually makes my skin, to me, makes it look older, so I stay away from it. But with this foundation, it didn't make my skin look like that. It actually made my skin look really, really good. So yeah, and I forgot to mention, I don't think I mentioned, this is $40, which is a really good price considering that you get 0.18 ounces more in this foundation. So yeah, I think I'm gonna keep using this foundation. I'm kind of torn because if you saw my last video, I was on the search for the perfect foundation and I found it with the Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation, and that foundation is so good. Now this foundation, the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, is just as good. So I'm kind of torn on the two, so I'm gonna be experimenting on both of them to see which one I like the best and stick with one of them, because I'm not going to be using one or the other or whatever. I'm just going to pick one. But yeah, I really like this Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. If you enjoyed watching this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, bye!